It's what he loves to do. It's what he loves to be. It's made him everything he is as a man. Old Fat Guys, watch it today and forever. Yeah.
We are so recording. What is up, my brothers? My name is Stoney. I'm an old fat guy who is relearning BMX, and I am proud to say that today OFG BMX turns 2.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
2 whole years! Thank you very much! I am so excited. Last year, as you recall, for my old-time regulars who watch OFG, on the #1 anniversary, we had Eddie Fiola and Martin Aparejo, which was cool beyond belief. Yesterday morning, I woke up and I was wondering, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna celebrate? What can I do for my viewers to reward them for sticking with me through the falls, through the bike rides, through the ramps, through the bad skate parks, through the great skate parks? So I hopped in the car. I drove to Dallas, Texas, where I am now. See, look around, Dallas, Texas. You can't really tell, but I'm in Dallas, Texas. There was only one appropriate way that I could think of. So you need to put on your knee pads, strap on your helmet, hop on your bike, cause we're at HELLTRACK.
I like Pepsi and I do Flatland. I'm the chairman. So Eddie, hi.
So we're here with the old fat guys, and we're just having a whole heck of a lot of fun here at RAD at HELLTRACK. Good background?
Good background.
All right, what are we doing?
We're hanging out with Eddie Fiola. Eddie, how are you doing?
So we're here at HELLTRACK, and we've got all these RAD fans that are here because of Crew Jones. Woo! We're gonna have Bill Allen drop down HELLTRACK later on today.
Yeah?
No.
I don't know if you heard that.
No,
well,
he's my acting double.
Well, let me ask you this. This is RAD was loosely based on you. And most likely none of this would be here if it weren't for you. What's going through your mind?
You know, it's really exciting is that this many people had seen the movie and still remember it and embrace that this is their upbringing. Riding BMX, a lot of these guys are saying that riding BMX got them out of trouble, it kept them out of trouble, gave them something to do, and it also gave me something to do. So I'm right there in the same book.
That drop-in is no joke. And when you first went up to it, rolled up to it, what went through your head?
This one here today, the first time I rolled up to this one, literally I was standing back this far. We're pretty far from the track. And by looking at it, it looks really small from this distance. As I got closer and closer, it got taller and taller, and it looked as big. But still, to me, looking at it from the bottom, it wasn't as high.
Right.
Wait. Then I walked around and got up on top and looked down. Identical. The scariness that I felt back then, 35 years ago, was exactly the same. This thing was straight up and down, and if you guys ever wondered what HELLTRACK was going to be like, that's it. Identical to the T.
Wow. And you said in our last interview, you never rode the actual HELLTRACK from start to finish. Did you ride this one?
I still, to this day, have not rode from the very beginning of the HELLTRACK to the very exclusive. You know the scariest part about this HELLTRACK it's not the drop-in. It's not the drop-in. It's the bowl. It's the cereal bowl. That cereal bowl is scary. You know, they've got a really steep takeoff, they've got a roll in, and then they've got a really narrow spoon.
Right.
And that's what's scary, is that spoon being so narrow. But, hey, when in Texas and Texplex, we're here. So maybe later on today.
Man, we're in Texas. It is, I'd say, at least 100 degrees. Would you agree?
I'm going to tell you right now, it is, my watch says 97 degrees with 300% humidity.
And you're wearing 2 shirts?
I am just only wearing one, but it's breathable.
All right. I just want to touch on one more thing with the track. Compared to the other one, if you could redesign this one, what would you change?
I don't know. This is HELLTRACK. I wouldn't change anything. This is almost identical to what we rode back in the day. And for everybody, every kid, every grown-up guy here today that had seen the movie and wish they could ride the track, that's it.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. So.
Right. Eddie is at HB Tuesdays in Huntington Beach every Tuesday from 3 until dark?
3 until about dark 30 we're there, so.
Dark 30. And you have your bike. Do you have new ones coming out?
So I also have my own bike. It's an EF Former Pro. You guys understand. And I got a company called Supercross that's actually building them for me. So
cool.
They're really quality made. We've got one in the background here that you can see. It's
wow.
They're coming out in raw. They're coming in yellow. We've got a complete in yellow and in chrome. I've got a 26 also. So legendbikecompany.com. Check it out.
All right, so we got legendbikecompany.com, we got HB Tuesdays. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the world before we wrap this up?
You guys missed out by not being here. Hopefully they'll build another one. I think this is pretty much going to be the Burning Man of BMX.
Wow.
So whenever they do it again, that's the next one you want to beat you.
Wait, exclusive. Are they going to do it again?
That I don't know. They're really, they said no. This might be the only one, but who knows? It's HELLTRACK.
Who knows? Eddie, thank you so much. Enjoy the weekend, and thank you for taking time out with us for a second time.
Old fat guys. We're doing it.
All right, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Yep.
bud. Hold on, say that again.
Fuck that.
What's wrong with it?
It's about at least 5 degrees too steep. Maybe if it was like a 65, I'd be all about it. Don't look bad from the side, but when you're up here, it's like, yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna throw this out there. 20 years ago, would you have tried it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah?
I'd have been all over it, dude.
Just not now.
I go to work Monday.
That's what I keep saying.
Yeah.
This is kind of crazy.
This is great.
Nope.
Hey, check this out. This is HELLTRACK, Midlothian, Texas. This is where it's going down. Texplex, a replica of the RAD movie Tex. I mean, this is going down. I get to ride HELLTRACK, and guess what? I'm gonna ride it with my boy here filming, and we're gonna give you the POV view of what it's like rolling into the big old roll-in. Everybody's seen it. He's gonna be standing on top. I'm going to ride around the track and give you guys the POV. He's gonna call the shots. I'm gonna be the rider. Let's do this.
Wait, hold on. What's got to be said is I tried talking. I got all mealy mouthed, and then my buddy Jody Donnelly here, who is as nice of a guy as nice guys get, he gives me a little pep talk, takes the camera, and shows me how it's supposed to be done. And now I'm rocking and rolling like I should have been in the first place.
There you go.
So what's about to happen is, check out this. This is behind the scenes. This is the wall.
Now we're gonna go to the front of the wall. You see when we walk up to our right, we're gonna show you the small roll-in. That's where everybody practices, gets used to it. That's pretty sharp, it's pretty kicked. Then we're gonna show you the medium wall. That's a big roll-in, pretty kicked. We're gonna show you how in the movie, this wall is actually 10 degrees kicked out. It's not as steep as the original HELLTRACK. The original HELLTRACK, where I show you the cut, you're gonna see the space in there. This wall is 10 degrees less steep than the original HELLTRACK. So let's go up there and let's check it out.
Wait, hold on. Before we go up there, Jody, do you have any websites or anything you'd like to tell the world?
No, man. Just use hashtag Let's Shred. Be kind to people, shake hands with people you don't know, say what's up. It's all about positive energy, man. That's what it's all about. If you see me at a Monster Jam event, Monster Jam Supercross, anywhere, man, say what's up. If I'm shredding in your town, remember, anytime you know I'm coming in for a Monster Jam or Supercross, I always have a bike with me, so you'll see me cruising the streets of your town, sliding the rails, jumping those gaps, and digging that dirt.
This is legit. I've seen it in person. It's legit, so believe it. All right, Jody, let's go make some.
Let's go
magic.
play, man.
Let's go play.
I'm itching. Let's go play. All right, so unlike HELLTRACK, the original HELLTRACK, we only had the big roll-in. So what happened with this one is 2 extra roll-ins. This is the small roll-in where you can come in and practice. So get a shot of this angle right here. Same exact roll-in. We call that the nub, the knuckle. Straight in, straight out to the step up. Let's move over to the medium one and show you the medium one. Then I'll give you a little insight on that little degrees I was telling you about. How this wall is 10 degrees less steep than the original HELLTRACK. So we showed you guys the first roll-in, like the beginner roll-in. Now we're on the medium roll-in, and this one is about the same, a little bit taller, same knuckle on the top, same kick on it. Let's look down it real quick. You can see the knuckle, you can roll in the knuckle, you're gonna go straight down in the dirt and here. But like I was telling you guys about the difference between the HELLTRACK and this HELLTRACK replica is right here. So what's gonna happen is, see this? This is 10 degrees. This wall is kicked 10 degrees out compared to the original HELLTRACK. The original HELLTRACK was moved in, so it gives you an idea. When you look at this from the side, it's pretty steep. But if you were to kick it back 10 more degrees, imagine the guys from HELLTRACK on the bikes they had at that time rolling in that compared to what we got going on here. Cool. Let's go to the big one. Obviously, you guys can see how windy it is up here. Let's take a look at some flags or something, man, because this wind is crazy up here.
Look at the finish line.
Yeah. So the thing about this is jumping this like right now, jumped earlier, the wind was catching me all over the place. It's kind of dangerous, man, because I had to put the kickstand out, and I've been riding this since Thursday. So we were talking about the first and the second roll-ins. Let's move you to the side over here and let you guys take a look at the side. This is what it actually looks like for when you're rolling in. This is what it looks like.
It's almost straight up and down.
Gives you an idea of what's going on. So let's play a little bit on this. All right, so normally just like the other one, we'd come in for a full lap. You'd be like finish line, start line from up here. We'd start on this one, jump up to step up, and then roll around and down. So I'm gonna set you guys on the side and give you an idea of me just rolling in.
Yo.
I ain't living without you. Oh, I ain't living without you.
Hey, try to call it. Try to
There we are. Jody is insane. He's insane, Jody.
Fast. Going too fast for it.
You are a rock star. Again, anything you'd like to plug? Anything?
Positive.
Positive.
Positive, positive, positive. Let's shred. Hashtag let's shred.
Take it, let's take me.
Is there anything you want me to bring up or plug?
Nah, I prefer
let it go?
Yeah.
Right.
Ask him about that one time.
About that one time. We have a treat for you guys right now. I'm here with John Bulgens.
Yeah, Bulgens.
Bulgens, I said it right. Haro brand manager, the one responsible for all the beautiful new Haros that came out. I have a DMC, love it. And the Sport.
Nice.
John, okay, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's 105 degrees and it feels like Scotland right now.
You've been here how long?
Oh, just got here late last night, yeah. So I rode it this morning for the first time.
You went down the giant drop.
Yeah, yeah.
And what went through your head while you were up there at the first glance?
Well, looking at it, it was a little bit intimidating, but you know, my friend Mick was riding in, and I'm just like, man, if this old fudge can ride in, I'm going to ride in after him. So he's 48, I'm 46, and yeah, I just followed him in, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Just a bit jerky at the bottom. Yeah. But that's about 20-25 foot drop. So yeah, it's like almost a mega rand drop in.
And have you rode the entire track, or just the beginning?
I rode everything to the little cornflake bowl, the little cereal bowl. Got in there and then took my foot off when I was coming out, and haven't went back to do it, but I have to. But yeah, the Harrow HPF ramp tires are not perfect for dirt. Pretty slippery all over.
Okay, I gotta ask this. I know it's about HELLTRACK, but you kind of got a movie coming out starring Ludacris. You want to tell us a little about it?
Yeah, it's called Ride. It's based on my life, but obviously BMX saved my life, and it saved a lot of people's lives. So the story is really about this little racist kid is adopted by a black father, and that's what happened to me. I was pretty bad as a child. If you read my book, you'll get that. And then, yeah, my dad was black, and so Ludacris plays the adopted father, and I play the white supremacist, alcoholic, wife-beating father. I'm my dad in the movie.
Wow. And how was it going through, reliving all of that while you were filming?
I mean, it was the most difficult day of my life. It really was. It took me so much to get into that inner demon, because when they were filming, and the director he couldn't believe I was an angry guy. So they kept pushing me until I eventually snapped, and basically I blacked out to do the scenes. And even though it was the most difficult day, it was the most rewarding day, because I know I'm nothing like that. It was difficult to become that vicious person. You have to be believable on screen, and now I take my hat off to actors who you fear on screen, because they're really not like that when you meet them in person. So it takes a lot.
Wow, that's crazy. And how has it changed your life after filming it?
I mean, it's given me the inspiration to inspire others and their capabilities and what they can do. So, you know, anyone that wants to talk, anyone that wants to listen, that's the most important thing we have to do. Stop with this and use more of this, because the deeper meaning. Oh, thanks, you Ninsky. Wow, I'll kiss you later. My ass was burning right now. Yeah, the deeper message is, you know, we need to listen so we can reliably deliver that which is important to you. So, like just before you said, can I do an interview? I'm not the yes man, but I'm trying to be a yes man. Cool. So yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's do that. Anything is possible when you live in the moment.
My God, will you marry me?
If I was gay, I don't like beards though.
As we said, you are the brand manager for Harrow. What's coming up for that's going to make us old schoolers blow our minds? Yeah, there's one bike I've been working on for 4 years, the Bashguard Master. Right. And you know, I've got some good friends out there like Mike Escamilla, Rooftop, Jason Enns, you know, Eben Krakow, like guys that rode those bikes in '89. I rode the Bashguard in '89, but if you really rode it, you know it didn't really work well. That alloy plate, it's like alloy pegs. When you're grinding alloy pegs, you stick. Yeah. Alloy plate, you stick. So I've opened this new mold, and the way it's designed, it's actually got a curve like the Airmaster, but it's angled so you can angle the grind, and it'll slip a lot faster. Awesome. So yeah, it's been so expensive to set up all the tooling and everything else, but I'm really excited, and hopefully the world grabs onto them. I mean, the bike probably will retail about $1,400, but it's going to have like the welded Super Pro lineage wheels on it. It's got the knee saver bars on it. It's got the new Fusion alloy cranks that are completely redesigned from my original cranks. We remolded the Fusion crank and made the new ones, but modern technology. So there's a lot of work. As I said, it took 4 years, and the bike, I haven't even seen the final sample yet. Is the skid plate going to be plastic or metal?
Yeah, it's plastic, so it's a nylon resin. So it's basically like your plastic pegs. They're actually nylon. And yeah, I want to do them in different colors as well. But again, it's all MOQ, minimum order quantity. Right, right. So I'm like, I want people to ride this. I want people to grind this bike, not just sit on it and look pretty. I mean, you know, some people are complaining that the crossbar here on the knee savers is a little bit off. And I'm like, dude, if you ride your bike, you don't even notice that. Right, right. Back in the day, they were off by 1 or 2 millimeters anyway. So realistically, they're more authentic being off than being straight. So that's my excuse.
But it's so tough setting up jigs and getting everything 100% perfect and correct. But I'll keep pushing to get it 100%.
So you are responsible for getting a lot of people back on their bikes, coming out with the new Lineage line. What would you like to say to people that are thinking about it, that have just been like waiting, I can do this, I want to get back on my bike but haven't done it yet?
You remember that emotional connection you had when you got your first BMX bike?
Yeah.
And remember that emotional connection you got then when you got the best bike you ever wanted? That's what you feel again when you get on a Lineage.
So true.
Damn, I just got goosebumps myself. Did you hear that, Ninsky?
What'd you say? You got goosebumps!
I got goosebumps.
Yeah, ja!
Talking about... Anyway, sorry people.
Alright, one last thing. Do you have anything you'd like to plug or let the world know?
Yeah, I mean, look, grab my book, it's on Amazon right now. Ride BMX Glory Against All Odds. And that's the true story of my life growing up. My dad threw me in a fire when I was 3. I was living on the streets eating out of trash cans at 5. At 7 I was locked up for trying to kill my dad. And then I was in juvie for 3 years and then went to stay with my adopted parents. Well, foster parents who adopted me, and then I got a BMX bike. And so the book is awesome. Hopefully it inspires you to live in the present moment, because yeah, you can be anything you want to be right here, right now, right here.
And when's the movie coming out?
Movie should be out September, October this year, and yeah, it'll be in the cinemas. So please stop asking me. I'm not sending you the link. It's actually going in the big screen. So
fantastic, John. Thank you so much. I look forward to the movie. I look forward to reading the book, and I can't thank you enough for doing this.
No, man. Thank you. Thanks again.
If you're a fan of the movie Rad and you're not here, may God have mercy on your soul.
How many times did you listen to the Rad soundtrack on the way here?
I actually did not listen to it at all, believe it or not.
No! Blasphemy! May God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, I hope he does. I know that sounds horrible. That really does. But I was singing it to myself in my head many times.
Yeah! OFG is in the house! HELLTRACK 2018! Woo! Stony man, this is getting to you, buddy. This is OFG, old fat guy. Still riding BMX? Yeah! Can you handle this?
Can you dig it?
All right, this is Bill Nitschke, Son of McGee, coming to you live, previously recorded, so you can always watch this on playback, playback, again and again and again and again. Contribute, respect, and love what you do. This is Bill Nitschke, I'm out.
And he's out. I can't wait to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to have the face of Rad right here, Mr. Bill Allen, Crew Jones. How are you doing, sir?
Doing great. It's a great day out here in Midlothian at HELLTRACK.
And none of this would be possible. Well, it would be possible, but none of this would be going down exactly as it is if it weren't for you. What's going through your head?
This is a dream come true and a fantasy that people didn't even dare to dream for a long, long time. So last year on Facebook, somebody posted a drawing, a rendering of HELLTRACK. Joseph Preisel of Texplex Park said, "I'm building HELLTRACK." So here we are a year later. We've been in the serious planning stages for like 8 months. And I can tell you, I'm looking at one, these are the happiest people I've ever been around. These grown men turn into 12-year-old kids and are freaking out. So there were some naysayers out there. I don't want to say haters, but there were some people that doubted this could ever happen, that they would ever finish the track, that people would ever show up, and here it is. Here it is. Dreams become a reality.
And you're meeting all the fans, and you're very personable.
Thank you.
Are there any experiences with fans that just today or over the weekend that just kind of blew your mind, like, oh my God, that really happened?
Well, I can tell you I've met 5 young boys named Crew this weekend. So that kind of says it all. I've signed some people's arms and they've had it inked in, and that's happened before. But now we're seeing about a new crew every month now. So that's how I know this thing has really taken hold and will be around long after I'm gone.
I don't want to ask you this, but I kind of have to because I'm sure you get asked all the time. Rad Part 2 or the DVD. Can you tell us anything about either or?
Absolutely not.
I had to ask. What I do is, with OFG, I get older guys back on their bikes and back in the BMX and refinding what they loved when they were younger. And you ride still. You got more back into it. You came out with your own bike. What motivated you to do it?
I think it's an important time. I thought it was important that I get on a bike for real. I started taking lessons with Martin Aparicio out in Huntington Beach, came out with the Bill Allen signature bike. I just decided that I needed to build some street credibility. I needed to build some skills. I needed to mix with the fans. So I'm doing some other things, but being Crew Jones is my favorite job.
And are you known on the streets as Bill or Crew?
People know me as Bill, but of course I come to these events and it all comes out. So I can walk down the street very unrecognized because people don't expect to see Crew Jones, and I look a little different, like 35 years different. But when I come to these events, that's when everybody can hang, they recognize me, and they feel free to come up and talk. So it's a great time for me to mix with the fans and let them know that I'm just one of them. I'm not up here, they're not down here, or vice versa. We're just all in this together, doing what you're trying to do, which is spread the gospel of BMX, pass it on to the next generation, let the old guys know that you're still able to ride at whatever level you started out on, because the happiest group of people I know are the old guys that got back onto their bikes after leaving it alone for 20 years. Man, they just find their childhood right all over again. They get with a group of guys who are doing the same thing. I'm literally getting goosebumps as I'm talking about this because of the community and the camaraderie. It makes it all worth it.
And the HELLTRACK is pretty much to scale. Is it what you expected? Does it go beyond what you expected? How does it look to you?
Yeah, it had exceeded my expectations. They did a near exact replica, and I say near because the first one wasn't nearly as rideable as this. They made this a little more rider friendly. However, the cereal bowl, the opening gate, these are for pros. If you're an amateur, I wouldn't even consider it. I've stood on the top of that wall, and it's horrifying. And I've seen 2 people take really hard falls this weekend. So it's no joke.
Right.
It's not called Pleasant Track. It's not called Heck Track. It's called HELLTRACK for a reason.
He's not kidding. When you go up there and you look down, it's a come to Jesus moment, more or less.
Yeah, and it's easy to succumb to peer pressure or listen to Eye of the Tiger or Break the Ice on the headphones and get a little too motivated. But seriously, you can enjoy most of the track and never have to get big air. But if you do make it down the wall, you've got my respect forever. And if you don't even try, you've got my respect forever. You got to know where your skill level is, right?
Right. And you have a book that you wrote. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
I sure do. I wrote a book mainly for the RAD fans called My Rad Career. You can go to myradcareer.com and get the book and other RAD related swag. But I thought it important that the RAD fans know what went on behind the scenes, what my experience was like, what I was doing before the show and doing after the show. For most people who know me, that's all they know me from. But like the title, I've had a pretty rad career. So I like to share that with the fans, let them know who I've hung out with and who've helped me to get to this place. The number one person, I must say, who helped me get to this place today is Hal Needham, who directed RAD, who lived long enough to see the important legacy and how much this film meant to people.
Wow. How do you top that? And Brandon Lee was one of your best friends. If he were still with us today and he saw you achieving something like this, what would it be like?
Brandon Lee is my best friend. And I do feel his presence right now as we're speaking. And I just felt a wave go over me. We started out as young actors together. And we were able to create these iconic roles. Eric Draven from The Crow, Crew Jones from RAD. And it's what we set out to do. We didn't know what was to come after. We didn't plan for after. We planned for the moment and what we wanted to do.
I'm going to wrap this up. I've taken so much of your time and I'm very thankful for it.
Memorable interview, eh?
I would say so.
Right.
Let's go about this. If people want to find out about your book or HB Tuesday, how do they do it?
Well, HB Tuesday, the HB Official Tuesday page on Facebook, and you can follow me. I've got a Bill Allen fan page, or go straight to myradcareer.com and order the book or any swag, or email me. We'll talk.
That is awesome. Bill, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
For the thrill of the moment, taking a stand, you ain't gonna...
Bill, if two hot blondes come up to you and say they have something delicious in mind, even though there's an old guy waiting, what are you gonna do?
Oh man, I'm married now. I got to go with the old guy every time. I'm sorry. What a disappointment, right? I'm looking at that movie going, what's up with crew? What's up with all the guys in wigs? You know, I think it was ahead of its time in a way it didn't even expect, right?
It was on my bucket list to ask you that, and now I can cross it off.
Now you know.
Bill, thank you so much.
All right.